Bark, bark. Hi, everyone. Pup Sirius here. So I know right now we have a lot of time on our hands, and it is probably a good time that we take a take time to focus on ourselves. We have a lot of time to be anxious and nervous about things that are going on. So I have been creating this series to sort of help you come into a state of mindfulness where you can let go of your anxiety, let go of your fears, and reflect more in on yourself and your inner pup or pet. So I have brought with me my friend Mary, and
Hi.
we are back again to discuss how we can sort of help you find that mindfulness state and help you, bring yourself to a place where you're not as anxious or worried about what's going on outside and more focused on yourself. So.
Yeah, and now that we are right now having to stay home more often, we're more in touch with how we're really feeling. Because before all of this, we were pretty distracted. We were a lot of us were on the go, going from
Yes.
one thing to another, and then you're externally focused. You're not even focused on what's going on in your own body.
Right.
And so now that we have more time to be with ourselves, we are very aware of what's going on. We're pretty aware of what's going on with ourselves. And some people are finding that there's heightened anxiety, some depression, all sorts of mixed emotions. And I just want to point out too, it's common these days to have emotions have a pendulum swing from feeling good to feeling horrible.
Right.
And I just want to let you know that's kind of normal for these days. So if you are feeling that, you're not alone. There's a lot of us that go through that. And I go through it too. It's like one day you're feeling great, and then all of a sudden you may have this heaviness in your body that you can't shake.
Yeah.
So these are just tools that can help you move through those kind of times as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I look forward to it. So today, our discussion is going to be how to use the sense of smell to bring yourself into a mindful state or a relaxed state. Yes.
Yes. So there's all sorts of ways that we can connect to our body, and smell is one way. I know that there's certain smells that when I smell, it's like, oh, I feel good, or it brings me to a memory that I loved, or like I love the smell of cinnamon or cinnamon candle. I love the smell of coffee. Coffee is like one of my favorite things.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Right?
I love sitting in coffee shops and just enjoying my coffee or having a good conversation.
Yeah.
So those types of things trigger this awareness within me and brings me to a different state. So there's all sorts of smells that might work for you. So if you could take a second right now and think of what smell that makes you feel better or good, or brings a happy memory, or uplifts your spirit somehow, or maybe calms your body down. And it doesn't have to be one smell. It can be a different form, right?
Oh,
so
yes,
you want to share what your favorite is?
Yes. So my favorite smell is the smell of leather. And so leather has been a very good way for me to get into a headspace. And I'll share a little story, probably why leather is. When I was first coming out as a pup, believe it or not, my first puphood was leather. And something people may not believe about me, but I was a blue pup. Pup Sirius was blue. So this was the first hood. And I know that when I put the hood on, that was signaling in my brain that I was going to become a puppy. Now, the smell of leather enveloped me as well. And so I think there's that feeling when the smell of leather hits me that I'm going to go into my headspace. I'm going to become a puppy, and I'm going to just relax, and my anxiety will all go away. And so I did trade up. I have a neoprene hood, but I do now have a leather hood as well. And I can tell you that even with the neoprene hood, when I start to smell leather, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel excited, and my anxiety, I can just feel my headspace coming to the forefront, like it wants to come out.
And how does it make your body feel when you go in there?
When I go in, definitely I can feel a relaxation, and just like with all mindfulness, I focus inward. So the smell of leather sort of blocks out what's around me and just helps me sort of come into myself.
Nice. And so, does the smell of leather have to be for you the hood, or can it be anywhere, like a jacket or?
Mm-hmm. So, since I have gone to neoprene as my primary hood, I still get in a headspace, but definitely the smell of leather helps me much more. And it does not have to be the hood. It can be sometimes a leather glove. I've had, handlers come up and they'll put their glove on my face, and just the smell of it, just sort of helps me start to trigger. I've also have leather candles and sometimes and soap. So just the scent of the leather, just when you light the candle or even just open it.
Yeah, it definitely smells like leather.
And so these are available usually through most of the shops that we shop at, and so I can use those, and those will help me if I don't have leather around.
Well, yeah, because if you wash your hands, you're gonna have the smell on you.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's all sorts of ways to create that smell for yourself. I know that for me, as I said, cinnamon is one of my favorites. Smell of coffee, but also I love essential oils. I love the smell of orange, like a real orange. I that calms me down. Actually, though, just even eating and just smelling the orange or fresh fruits and vegetables. So this, just being aware of what kind of smells you enjoy and like. So maybe it's an exercise for you to go around your house and smell things that you never thought of, right?
Right. I mean, there may be things that you just all of a sudden you're like, wait, oh yeah, that I like that smell, and that makes me feel good. So
right. Like before I came here, I sprayed my my wrist with this oil that makes me every time I smell it.
Yeah.
Smell
So
good.
if there's a perfume or something, even like you said, cinnamon or something that you can rub on yourself when you're going to go out and have maybe something that's high pressure or anxiety driven, you can just sort of like bring it up to yourself and help yourself just sort of relax.
Right. When I used to work in an office environment, and I started to learn all these things, and if I was going into a very high interesting meeting, shall we say, where there would be some tension, I would go spray it with some clearing sprays of essential oils, and so it's easy to make sprays for yourself. Actually, if you have like a blue glass or brown glass bottle, you could get essential oils. Like this is filled with sage, 8 drops of sage to 8 ounces of or 4 ounces of water, and just distilled water. And you have yourself a nice spray. You could get, there's all sorts of citrusy essential oils you can get. And there's more calming ones like lavender and sage, or peppermint is really good for uplifting your mood.
Right.
As
you
well.
Think of Christmas.
Right.
Right.
I just feel like, ooh, peppermint. So those are tangible things you can have that helps you calm yourself down. But what if you don't have anything, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have leather with me when I'm at the office all the time. So yeah, what do you do?
Right, so you can use your imagination and some deep breathing to pull that smell and that feeling in. So you want to try that?
Sure, let's do it.
Okay. All right, I'm going to step out of the way and give you the floor. So you want to, if it's comfortable, if you're in a place, you can close your eyes. If not, just stare at something that doesn't move for a bit. And just allow your shoulders to soften a little bit more, and take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Let your belly expand, body open, and then exhale, let go. Good job. Inhaling through the nose, let your belly expand, body open, and then exhale, let go. Now, using your imagination, for you the smell is leather. Can you bring that smell of leather to your mind? And now if you can't, maybe you think of a memory at a time that you smell that leather, that then you were able to relax and have fun and go into that, for you, pup mode. Bringing that memory in and just breathe. And imagine you're smelling that smell through each inhalation through the nose. And that smell is filling your senses, feeling this. The smell is coming up through the nose, clearing your head, and it's bringing that calmness, that relaxation through the body. And you're enjoying the smell, and it's filling you up, and the body's relaxing. Yeah. And just continue to allow yourself to smell that smell. Even if it's not here right now, but that memory, that connection. Just notice how your body feels. Filling your nose. Yeah, and every inhale you're smelling that smell that makes you feel good, whatever that smell is. And then exhale. Let go. Yeah. I'm doing a few more. Just the smell. That sense of smell, that smell that you love, filling you up. And then exhale, letting go. One more. And then just take a breath as you slowly come back to the world. When you're ready, open your eyes. How was that?
That was good.
Yeah. Were you able to connect to the smell, even though it wasn't right there in front of you?
So I was actually using a memory to help bring the smell forward. So I was remembering a situation where I had my leather hood on, and I was just in such a happy space and in a pup space. So as soon as I went to that memory, I could definitely feel the smell of leather. I could actually remember it. It triggered, the memory of what it smells like.
And then when you had the memory, what happened in your body?
That's when I could feel myself relaxing.
Yeah.
Because it told my body that puppy is coming, because I use that as a way to sort of start the process of coming inward, feeling myself inward, and just sort of relaxing and not focusing on the outside world. So, what was going on outside, I didn't think about, and I was just mostly focusing on that smell and that memory to help me.
Good, and that was just a few minutes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, but it's like you said, if you're going into an office or a stressful situation, those few minutes of just relaxing and letting your headspace out, that releases enough in you so that you can go into the meeting and probably be a little more calm, a little more relaxed, and just be, a little less intense.
Yeah, I can think straight. Yeah. Any tool, you find your formula that works for you, but these are just different options and techniques that that I've learned and that works for us, that we're sharing here. But yeah, for sure, just be mindful. Take the time to tune in.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I guess your homework is to go around your house or your apartment or your space and figure out what smells you love if you're not sure. And maybe, you'd be amazed and surprised at what you discover, that the smells that you love that helps calm you down.
Yes.
Right.
Well, thank you very much, Mary. And again, I'm going to continue this series to help you. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. And yeah, definitely. Thank you.
See
I
you
feel
soon.
much better. Thank you, everyone, and stay safe.
Bye.
Bye.